Many people don't know why somebody who's not a native English speaker,
Mhm.
like decides to, teach the language themselves. In the past, when they go like, why didn't you teach Spanish if that's your native language? Like, what are you doing teaching English? And why have you devoted so much time, first of all, learning it, and then, learning how to teach it?
Me learning how to speak English when I was 3 years old. My parents
Hmm.
signed me up to English classes in my kindergarten, and when I was three, it was heads, shoulders,
Of course.
knees and toes. I didn't have any native speakers around me. They were all Polish teachers.
Hmm.
And as I was, getting older, like 15, 16, I actually started teaching tutoring in math. My biggest skill was always like I was best at English. And people were like, okay, so you teach math, why don't you teach English as well? And that's how I was like, oh, I can actually. I think in English. And from that perspective, I can tell people how it feels. But also, like I mentioned before, I've always been a little bit geeky. So when it came to like
Hmm.
intense grammar exercises and explanations in my high school, when it came to like third conditionals, etc., I was always like, oh, I really want to understand every single thing, like how it works. Focus on the explanations so I could always also explain it to others. My high school friends told me that they actually prefer my teaching style
Yeah.
than my teachers. So basically, I was just tutoring, tutoring, tutoring. When it comes to choosing my major in at university, I knew I was supposed to learn English and just study it further. Like everything, every time I could explain something extremely difficult, for instance, third conditionals, or help with specific pronunciation patterns or problems, and I was like, yes, someone understands it thanks to how
Yeah.
I explained it. That's so
Hmm.
cool.
That was
It's
even
so
before
good.
you actually had any knowledge on pedagogy, right? You being able to explain it innately.
Yes, exactly. Thanks to my mom, I think, because she was a teacher as well. So I
Oh, okay.
kind of had this approach of being more of a mentor than a friend sometimes when it
Oh,
came to explaining things. And now it's my full-time job alongside making videos, creating content. I love it so much.